Good afternoon, or good evening, or good morning. We are broadcasting all around the world live. This is the Cool JDM Show, and I am your coolest host, Derek Weldon.
I'm the second coolest host, Mike Dennis.
And we also have our third coolest host, Max.
Hi, guys.
Behind the scenes. In today's show, we have our first ever giveaway. This was your chance to win something, and there will be more in the future, but we're going to be going over what the contest was, the applicants, who won, and then we're going to be sending it out. Now, if you do want to win stuff, make sure that you watch these episodes. We are hoping that you're watching the episodes because you want to watch them, not just because you think you can win some cool stuff from Japan. And yes, indeed, what we are sending is only available in Japan, and it is very cool. And so more on that in a second. We are also going to talk about the Drives Japan channel. Every episode we're going to talk about it. We are going to be spamming this out to you as much as possible because we need your help. Otherwise, the channel may flounder.
We want you here,
it's all on you.
We want you there.
Yeah. We're going to be talking about Derek's car reveal and some more guesses as to what it was. I've got a wink because somebody got it in the guesses.
More than one, right?
One person was exact and another person was pretty much on.
There was one that was correct via mail, too.
Was there?
Yeah.
All right, cool. We're also going to be talking more about a few cars. We've got a unique 1989 JDM car that you're going to have to take a look at. Very cool. A Honda military/not military vehicle that is very cool. A car that Mike wants to buy. And a car that I want to buy. I actually don't know what that fourth car is. No, I don't want to buy that.
Yeah, you don't want that one. But we'll show it to you.
Yeah, indeed we will. It is very cool. It is not something that I want to own.
Yeah, it's pretty special.
So we'll jump in with our first segment here. It is This Week at PCA.
Whoa, Max already had the reverb on you.
It's only a dial right next to where his hand is, and so
still cool.
So this week at PCA we have an update. It is a gracious update about our 10 new subscribers on the Drive Japan channel. So far we have put up something like 9 videos onto the channel or something. These videos are excellent. If you haven't watched them, go ahead and watch them. Tomorrow, we're going to be putting on a video for the reveal for my car. And so while I'm not going to confirm it in this video, I will say what the people guessed. And I already let the cat out of the bag that one of those guesses is correct.
Oh, so you're not going to tell people what your new car is now?
No, I want people to click on the video and potentially...
Okay.
This needs to be tightened.
We're not going to play the cinematic then, I guess. No. You have to wait for tomorrow.
The video.
Max, how do you tighten this?
It's not really possible to tighten.
It's not.
No, right. I just won't touch it.
The video that goes up tomorrow is the one I'm the most excited about so far.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
A little bit of background on it. Max and I went to a wonderful location and we shot a cinematic scene of the car. You don't get to see all the details on it. There's, I think, no spoken word at all in the whole video.
Nope.
It's just a music track and some beautiful, beautiful shots of the surrounding Yokohama area and of my car. And it is gorgeous. Very well shot. And thanks to Max. Make sure if you watch that video, it's only 2 minutes, a little bit more than 2 minutes.
Yep.
Make sure you watch it. Make sure that you comment, Max, amazing.
And
Max,
then he'll do more.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And also write in the comments, Derek, beautiful hair.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah, the actor, the paid talent for the video.
I'm only in it
Derek.
briefly, but you get to see me with my full shoulder length hair. In case you didn't know, that's what I had up until about a month ago.
It was a wig.
6 weeks ago.
It was a luscious wig. It's a very expensive one.
Yeah, made out of real hair. Grown by me.
Yep.
I actually have a braid of my hair at home.
Oh, you did that?
No, my daughter braided my hair and then snipped it off right before I got a haircut.
If you would like to win a braid of Derek's hair, please keep watching.
I don't think so.
Wasn't that in the first episode?
I think we did. Yeah, we joked about something like that.
Mike.
Yes.
Big news.
Big news.
You know how all of our customers have been asking us for sticker merch?
Yeah.
At least
Everyone.
6 or 7 people have asked for it over the nearly 20 years we've been in business.
Yeah. We do often get asked, do you guys have stickers? I want to put something on my car, show that it was imported. And we've been like, that would be really cool, but we don't have them.
Well, now we have them, but not really.
Not really.
They're not here yet.
We've
We've
done a trial run of the stickers, and we will receive them tomorrow. And I think that the designs are very cool. We got 2 designs. One of them is the Pacific Coast Auto logo. The new logo, many of you guys probably haven't seen it because it's not yet put onto the website and put onto the invoices or things. So you'll get to see what the new logo looks like. In the next episode, we'll show them, I'm sure, because we'll be excited like little school children.
But I'm most excited for this logo.
So the Cool JDM Show logo, we've got like a hollow foil 20 centimeter, right?
Yep.
20 centimeter by 5 centimeter logo to put onto your cars. It's made out of a high quality plastic or vinyl that isn't going to fade in the sun, most likely, right?
I ordered stickers from the same manufacturer, and I'm very happy. So
same for your Max Toge stickers.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought that you would have made those in Germany before you came over.
I did, but same supplier.
Oh, same supplier in Japan and Germany.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. Okay. So we've got stickers coming up. It's exciting, and it means that we're finally an established company that has merged.
Yep, stickers mean established.
I don't know how long it's going to take before we start selling them yet, though, because that's a whole back end that we haven't looked into.
Yeah.
We just basically designed and printed out the stickers.
And we want to make sure that they're good quality before we start offering them for sale. But for the winner, and maybe even some of the entrants to the giveaway, you will be receiving the very first Cool JDM Show stickers. Are we going to have the PCA one too? We should, because they've...
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
What's it called? First edition. These are the first edition
These are the
stickers.
limited edition, ultra rare. They are stamped with first... No, they're not.
It is an investment.
They are the first.
We might want to make a little change on the actual stickers when we order them, like a little R mark, like registered or something that, so that you can tell between the originals and the mainstream ones when we order them in larger quantities.
We could do like a little seal on.
How many did we order, Max? 35 or something?
The PCA one was 36. The JDM Show was only 15.
So they're rarer.
And we do have the Drives Japan too, with 3 stickers.
Oh, we got 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
nice.
the Drives Japan is 20 something.
They will be available in larger quantities once we're happy with them.
Yeah.
Once Mike's happy with them, I'll just ship them out as is. Give me that money.
Okay, what else we got?
Okay, I want to talk about the guesses for the car. Keep in mind, one of these was correct. The first person that guessed, and this is my favorite. God bless you, even coming from the non-Christian Derek. A 1972 with 115 horsepower. Your new car is a Mercury outboard motor. The best comment yet.
Were they right?
You know what an outboard motor is, right?
I do. Were they right?
No, then it's not right.
No, that was right. Imagine that on the streets of Yokohama.
Derek bought a boat.
A boat and a car, all in one. And then the next person guessed, my guess for Derek's car is a Kei T Corolla. Can we bring up what that looks like?
I would need some time for that.
Kei. Let's air keyboard this. Kei
Compromise password.
Corolla. This Corolla is called the Peanut.
It's
the
not
Peanut.
here. There we go.
And
It's got quite a big face.
very, very cool car, I must say.
The Peanut.
These come in a 2-door coupe and a 4-door, and it is a very cool car. The next guess is your new car is a 1972 TE27 Sprinter Trudeau with 2TG engine. Air keyboard that.
Oh, you want to... Okay.
I'm just adding.
Double keyboard. Sprinter Trudeau. Again, very cool car.
Very orange.
Very...
Orange and green. These are colors that you just don't really
They always
get
seem to be
anymore.
green here in Japan. Always seem to be green.
Very cool car indeed.
So, it's either going to be this car, or the Peanut, or the Mercury outboard motor.
My guess, my money's on the Mercury outboard motor.
Yeah.
Get ready to receive your prize. Is there
I
a
don't
prize
think.
for this?
I don't think so. I don't think
Okay.
it would
Your
be
prize
prize.
is that you get to see the video tomorrow, and it is very cool. I have seen parts of it, and I can't wait.
I haven't seen the full new edit.
Yeah.
I saw the 3-minute long version of it, but then Max trimmed it down a little bit
And changed clips.
and changed a few
So
clips.
that the story is a little bit better.
To increase the badassery.
There is lots of badassery in that video. Let me tell you, I was at the limit
Yeah.
of badassery there.
So once that video goes out, you're going to start driving it more?
Actually, we're recording a video with my Lotus this Sunday.
Right. Oh, yeah. That will be the final, like, farewell to it,
And that's the
won't it?
farewell. That's the final video. There was no video of the Lotus. People haven't even seen it yet. So that'll be
Oh, yeah.
the video. And as soon as that video is shot, I'm ready to get rid of it. So if anyone out there wants a Lotus, let me know. It is very cool.
It is very cool.
Incredibly cool. And my next car, one of the 2 Toyotas on there.
Sneak.
I don't think it's that sneaky. I think there are several people
Yeah.
that are not viewers of the show that already know what it is.
There is a... And some people have already said how you can find out what it is. And oh, yeah, okay.
None of that out of you, Mike.
All right, next.
Our
me
next
with that
segment. This is
reverb.
my. So we don't have a news segment this time because our contest is going to be taking up the majority of what we're talking about.
And everyone's sick of tariffs, so let's not talk about those.
Especially us. My God.
Yeah,
Do you want to announce the next segment?
I do. I'm ready. The news and industry topics.
They're
I
not
changed that
news
around.
and industry topics this time.
The giveaway. That is the topic. The giveaway. Okay, so we asked you to please kindly send us pictures of your cars that you have imported through us at PCA. Many of you did. And this was a competition to kind of reward the people who have started watching this channel and been here from the start. We really appreciate it. Otherwise, we'd just be talking to ourselves here. And that would be less cool than it is talking with you guys. So thank you to everyone who made submissions. We'll do more giveaways like this in the future. This was like a trial run for us. See how it was going to work. See what kind of submissions we got.
Because giveaways are fun,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And Japan has all sorts of crazy stuff that you can only get here and people are interested in. So
Yeah. I think a lot of people like those boxes where you get your gifts from Japan or things from Japan. They have like a monthly thing. So we wanted to do our part to share some of Japan with you for the people who either haven't been here or aren't currently here. So
How many people applied?
entrance?
Yeah.
I think we like 15 or something.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
there's 10
6, 7,
there.
8, 9, 10.
And then 2 who haven't imported a car through us.
Right. So
Right.
the rules stipulated what, Mike?
You had to have imported the car through us. So some people submitted multiple of their cars that they've imported, and that's great. That's fine. We accepted those. Some people sent in cars that they own but hadn't imported through us. Not accepted. Still very cool, and we liked seeing them, but no can has entry.
So why don't we go over the cars that people applied?
Yeah.
And so just to clean things up, a lot of people sent in a number of pictures of cars, and so we basically picked the best picture of each
Right.
person. So each person could only have one actual applicant.
Yeah. So if you
Application.
sent 5 pictures of your car, we just picked the one that we liked the most.
The order that we're gonna go through it now is in no particular order.
Okay.
So it's just random pictures from the people who sent stuff in, and I guess the winners will be announced once we went through all of them.
Yeah.
Cool.
We're going to go over the selection criteria, and we're going to roast your cars. No, we're not. We're going to say good things about your cars
fangirl
because you are our customers, right?
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to start?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. First one.
So
Okay.
it is a hard body Pajero 2-door. Extra points when the car is outside of Japan because the 2 doors are not something that people usually see. A 2-door SUV is something rare, and these are a very cool car.
Yeah. There was also a cool photo that this person sent in outside one of the museums as well, which was nice. I think they had 2 of their cars in it
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did
That's
they
true.
say anything about the car? I don't remember this one off the top of my head. No? Okay, cool. Yeah, that was a nice submission. Nice golden hour kind of
It is.
shot.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a technical term, Mike.
Thank you.
Yeah, very.
We were very technical with our rating criteria.
It was a very cool rating criteria, I must say.
It was fun.
Okay.
So as you know, that everyone in the purchasing or sales team rated your car. So pretty much all the foreign stuff here. Everyone was shown the car and then voted for them.
Yep.
Yeah,
cool.
after we go over the images, we want to talk a little bit about the selection criteria. So let's just see.
Next one?
Yeah. What do we have here?
Yeah.
What are we looking at?
We have multi-generational photo.
30, 31, and 32
Yep.
of the Nissan Skyline.
Yep. Very cool. I like that this person, we're trying not to mention anyone's names. Apologies
the
if we
Impel
do
wheels.
by accident.
The wheels on the R30.
Yeah.
The perfect wheels for that car.
So I really, really like that this person went out there with all of their cars. I don't know if they had friends help them like drive them there, or if this is like where they live or nearby or something, but it's a decent amount of work to get that photo in. And there was another one with another vehicle they had imported in the background too, but I think this one is the nicest shot.
The Skyline Brothers. It's sort of like a picture of like the three generations, grandpa, father, and son.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Very, very cool.
It's funny how similar the R30 and the R32 look. For like the Koki the Iron Mask version of the R30 looks very similar to the R31, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, they've got little eyelids on the 31. Or is that the 30? That's a 30, isn't it?
So that's a 30, but it has the narrower headlights of the later model, like the DR. What's it called? DR30? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the DR30 version has the narrow headlights. The other ones have bigger headlights.
Yeah.
But that one's like the turbo one, fast one. And this one is a special version, the GTSR.
Yeah.
So it has an extra 10 horsepower and is a real racing homologation version.
I love that.
Yeah, so cool.
He said that it had some troubles though. Like,
Yeah.
it's not
Oh, yeah.
registered now, which is a shame.
It's a shame. Let's go to the next photo. We can't spend too much time on each one because we got 11 to go through.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh,
AE86
why are you doing this to me?
lovers rejoice.
such a nice picture too. A tracking shot. I believe this photo was professionally taken.
It was.
And I think it's the only person who applied with a professionally taken photo.
Yeah. 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 Beautiful. And this person imported this car a while ago, and it is much loved, and he goes to a lot of car meets and everything.
And he sends very lengthy emails to us about car-related things.
He loves this car and has done a lot to it in restoration and
nice to see the silver and black two-tone Panda instead of the white and black or the red and black. I think it's quite nice.
Yeah, and it's not the hatchback; it's the notchback, right?
It's the Kupiroku.
Mm-hmm.
You get
Kupiroku?
it? Like Hachiroku, Kupiroku.
Yeah.
That's funny, isn't it?
I don't know. Are we allowed to say where this person's from?
Netherlands,
right?
Whoops.
Okay, they're from the Netherlands. So if you see this car out and about, it is.
It came from us.
Very beautiful.
We're responsible for that great car.
Yeah.
What's
the
next?
The owner is lovely.
Next one.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so a JZX 100 Chaser, and I believe this one's a turbo. I actually don't recall.
I'm not sure. This person has imported a number of cars to us, and they always do a phenomenal job cleaning them up before sale.
It's a Avante 2.5. I don't know if it's turbo.
Yeah, it's him and his brother.
The Avante is non-turbo.
And they, thankfully, they usually send me photos once they're done cleaning and prepping the cars, and yeah, I'm glad that they get the care and the love they deserve when they arrive.
You know what I like about this picture? See in the background, there's a playground. That's the playground for kids, and then once you grow up, this is the playground for the adults.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Okay, what's next?
Chase is always cool.
What's this, Mike?
A Pajero. Oh man, these are cool.
Pajero Evo.
Yeah.
And that's a Corolla, a GR Corolla in the background, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is.
Oh, cool.
Which he said needed to go back to Toyota because of an issue.
Oh. No issues with the Pajero though, I hope.
I love the rear spoiler with like the devil horns.
Yeah, me
on
too.
it. That's such a cool styling thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if it actually does anything, but it is really cool.
And look, like, the amount of real estate that it takes up, like they're bolted in all the way down to the rear taillights, all the way to like halfway up above the...
It actually makes a difference, right? Again, this is a racing homologation.
Yeah.
So they had to, like, those are effective aero parts on it.
Yeah.
And,
very, very cool.
Blistered fenders, like the extra over fenders are made for the racing version to fit big enough tires in it.
I have to say, the person who owns this vehicle and sent this in, next time we have a giveaway, I really, really, really want you to send in some photos of you out and about with it, because I know you do cool stuff with it. So yeah.
Yeah, this was what we deemed the best photo of it, which I think that you could have done better.
Yeah, we know you. Yep. We know what you're capable of. Okay.
He's going to be kicking himself. I could have got that cool thing. This one. Okay, so I got to say.
Yeah.
I absolutely love the fact that this picture was sent in. Among a few other pictures, there was one of the car completely covered in snow where you couldn't tell what it was underneath. What a great idea to send in a fun picture like that. Yeah. And part of our search criteria was how fun or unique the picture was. Yeah. And so a number of the people in the office here rated this one as the fun picture. And so it actually punched above its weight compared to some of the other cars in the contest. This is a Legacy, in case you can't tell, with what looks like 60 centimeters of snow on top of it.
More. That's like almost a meter. Because this one isn't a wagon, right? It's, so it
looks like a wagon.
Yeah.
Very cool. And those two barrel exhausts, just like you had this generation of Legacy as well, right?
It brought back a lot of fun memories.
What a great car. This is a perfect car for a climate that gets, very hot temperatures and very cold temperatures.
Yeah.
4-wheel drive and sporty, and you can sleep in it if you get stuck in the snow. Yeah.
Never let me down. Took it on a number of snow trips. It was good.
Okay.
Good job.
This one had been fully repainted into this beautiful, very rare, one of I think 10 of this color. 12 of this color. This is kind of like a Mitsubishi Evo station wagon before they actually made the Evo 9 station wagon. And so this is called an Air Trek, which is, I guess, sort of like a tall minivan, or not a minivan, a tall hatchback.
Yeah, like Forester almost. But less off-roady, maybe.
Yeah, and then it has the 4G63 engine. I think a little bit detuned from the Evo. I think it's somewhere around 250 horsepower or something like that. Yeah. Automatic transmission?
I think this one's a manual. I could be wrong. Am I wrong? I might be wrong. Gosh, I wish I knew.
Yeah.
Ron, can you check if the Air Trek that we bought was a manual? Do you know who it's for? No. We'll get back to you on that in a moment.
Grant is the fourth coolest.
Yeah.
Okay, so the paint on it's beautiful. He fully repainted it when he came in. Mitsubishi paint is a little 25 years is too much for me kind of thing, but he repainted it and it looks like it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And it is probably one of the more unique cars that somebody sent in. We don't sell a ton of these, and they are very cool.
Quite rare, yeah. Not easy to find at auction.
Yeah.
Next one.
Ooh. I love the colors in this image.
Old enough, it is not in our system.
No, it definitely is. It was from a couple years ago or something, I think. If you search on the invoice list for Air Trek, that would be the most recent one.
This is a Toyota Crown 170 series, and these ones come with a 1JZ engine, turbo.
Oh, I love them.
And one of the classiest looking cars. And I love the way they look on some bigger wheels, and they just look like a perfect cruising vehicle. Toyota really hit it out of the park with every generation of the Crown, and this is no exception. This might be my favorite Crown.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
And the taillights on it look so nice in person when they're all lit up, when the running lights are on. They look jeweled and deep, and such a good car.
The interiors punch way above their weight for the year. Like every time I get in one to this day, I'm like, what a great place to be. They feel robust. The materials are nice enough, you know, and they used to be a bargain. They're still, I think, good value.
They got 1J tax on them.
Yeah. Okay, that Air Trek's an automatic. I think the manuals are exceedingly rare, or maybe even not available. I'm not sure. Maybe someone in the chat knows.
Okay, what's the next applicant? A JZX90. This is a Tourer S, so a non-turbo, but it still has the 1J engine. So the same engine as the Crown, just in a non-turbo form this time. And yes, you could get the Crown's non-turbo as well. Rear-wheel drive. This is the first generation of the inline six-cylinder 1J versions of them. And so there was the 90, this one, the 100, which we already saw, and then the 110 generation. So 3 generations of that engine. And of all of them, this is, I think most people prefer the 100s, but if you ask anyone that the 100s isn't their favorite, they'll usually say the 90. I find the 90s are a little bit better made, but they are older, so it has a little bit of a balance there. They tend to not be in as good of condition because of the age. Yeah. But they are very, very classy looking. And to most people, they're just a Camry, right?
Yeah.
But to those who know, they are the better Camry that North America never got, right?
I have to say, there's nothing in this picture that you would be able to guess when this was taken, right? This could be a photo from when this car was brand new.
The colors almost look like something from the 90s, doesn't it?
I wanted to point out the nice film grain on the picture. I don't know if it was actually shot on film. I don't think so, but the vibe.
Yeah. I'm imagining this being like the person who bought this car brand new. They'd just taken their girlfriend or their wife out on a lovely lake date or something.
Still has the original wheels on it too.
Yeah.
I love those pictures. The I just bought a car and I'm proud to show it off kind of pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Okay, I think last submission, is this one.
A 911 sent to Canada.
Ha! George said it's Kodak Gold 235mm film. I knew that. Cool. I can tell if something was shot on film.
Oh.
I'm sorry, he said it's what? It's Kodak Gold 200?
Kodak Gold.
35mm.
So is that done on purpose then for that effect? And
you just get an organic picture out of it.
Okay.
Max, you have, I'm going to give you a compliment for that. Yeah. Noticing that one was shot on film before the customer said so, that's impressive.
Very cool.
That's very cool. You keep it up and you're going to get another face reveal.
You better earn those face reveals. This looks great, I gotta say.
This is potentially the most expensive of all of the cars that we exported. This is I believe a Carrera 4, is it?
Oh, the Skylines
I don't think it's a turbo model because it doesn't look like it's a widened one. We don't sell a ton of the 997s, but they are still a good car to import from Japan. They tend to be fairly reasonably priced and usually in very good condition here in Japan. And so a good purchase, and I think that a lot of people don't realize that, like, if you want a Porsche, the ones from Japan are a great option for you. So nice to have this one added in, and it is, I think, our only non-Japanese car.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Yeah, we should have a rating criteria for JDM or Euro.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Give extra points for the Euro cars because it's an unappreciated market. Of course, the Japanese cars are great. I'm a Japanese car lover myself, but Japan has a ton of Euro cars that are such a good deal. The Alfa Romeo that we just got in, the Mito, the amount that we paid for that is insanely good deal.
Yeah.
Insane. Okay.
I love how this one's on a bit of pine needles. The Canadian...
That's a lot of pine needles.
Yeah, the Canadian wilderness or trees or anything really make me feel good.
Okay, so that's all of the cars. And so now let's go over our selection criteria for how we did this. So we had 5 people, right? Yeah, 5 people in the office here rate the cars. And so I rated them. You rated them. Max did, Grant did, and Jacob did. We could have asked other people to do it too, but it was just a spur of the moment thing. We needed to process this. So. And we have my rating page here.
Did we tell people? Ta-da! Did we tell people the criteria that were rated?
Not yet.
Okay.
So there are 4 criteria, and each criteria was ranked from 1 to 10. So what we did is we went to the first criteria, and we said the best one would be given 10 points. The second one would be given 9 points, and so on until 1 point. Yep. And then we would do that for each of the 4 criteria, and then we would add them all up, add all of ours together, and then whoever was the winner would get the prize.
Right. So the maximum points would have been 40, right?
Right.
And we won't tell you who got what points, but we will reveal the winner, and we'll reveal our favorites for each category too.
That's right. So the categories, the first one was image quality. This is how skillful were you with the camera. An average car can look so much better with a good picture, and that was one of our criteria. We didn't tell you this ahead of time, but it was a spur of the moment thing because Mike was like, hey, let's do a contest. And then just set it live. So
okay, it's my fault. But here we are.
So image quality was one of them. And as you could see, some of them got a very high image quality. Some of them were just pictures that you happen to have in your phone, which is fair enough. We would like to see all of them being sent in. And I was glad to see that so many of our viewers had sent something in. So that's nice.
I will say with the image quality, all of this is open to interpretation as well. It's maybe how the image was framed or the content of the image. Like just the image in general.
That is correct.
Next criteria was the car. And so regardless of how good the picture was taken, how much do we personally like that car? And each one of us has different cars that we like and don't like. There is my opinion, and then there is the wrong opinions. Hey?
Yeah, Derek's the boss, so he kind of strong-armed us in this section. No, I'm just kidding. He didn't.
It is completely not like that, but a lot of us do like similar cars, and so the ratings weren't that far off for this. I think many of the people picked the same number one for this one.
I think...
But some of the down market ones, ones were still very competitive.
Yeah.
Next one was vibes, and Max, you're gonna have to explain this. Max left this one open to interpretation from us, and so it could mean a different thing between me and Jacob to Grant, and so on. And so vibes is just.
I wanted to give a little leeway because sometimes the picture can be extremely awesome technically, like good composition, good camera work, good resolution, but sometimes the pictures who are not the greatest technically are the ones that speak to you the most, and that's what the category of vibes is a little bit about.
For me, I kind of interpreted it as like if I were there that day that the picture was taken, how good of a day would I be having?
That's also true. Yeah.
Or how memorable of a day.
Yeah.
Because the snow one, I'm not sure if I want to be like there in the snow and the cold, but it definitely had high vibes, and I rated that one. Actually, we won't get into it yet, but that was my top one for vibes.
Yeah. I also interpret it as more like the overall feeling of the image and what it...
Actually, no, that's not true.
It evoked for me, so... Yeah.
Okay, and the final one?
Last one was fun factor. This is similar to the feeling, or could be, but it was... I think this is the one that I was more like, how much fun would it have been to either take the photo or be there for the photo, or...
So they're kind of the same thing.
Yeah. It's similar, but...
How fun is the picture, and how fun is the situation?
Yeah,
we want to encourage people to send in fun pictures. Like, if you don't have the most expensive car we ever exported, you can still take a fun picture and score high.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
And it's fun for us to see the cars being out and being used, and what you're doing with them on your adventures. Personal
and I mean,
satisfaction
you guys are watching us in the show, and it's obvious how much fun we like to have. So we want to make sure that you are supporting us with your own fun. You know?
And supporting yourself by winning prizes. I like the full circle.
That's what it's all about. I got the prize right over here.
Yeah. Okay, so how did we all rate them?
Okay, so first for image quality, who did you rate highest for image quality? And I think
this one was almost unanimous. We
picked the same one here.
Yeah.
That was...
It's the Skyline.
Throw that picture up if you can.
It's this one.
Excuse me?
Yeah, there we go.
Image quality. I think that many of us picked the 8.6 as our second one. But it's just this image. The image quality is good. It has I don't know. Like, I tend to be picky about my car pictures, and I know not everyone else is, but you don't have to know how to technically take a good picture to recognize what looks like a good picture to you, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that one is pretty, I love those wheels. There is, I'm serious about this. There's not a better wheel for that car than that. I'm talking about the red one. Those are the origin of those wheels was when that car went racing.
Ah.
So they had those wheels on the super silhouette version of the DR30.
Cool. For me, this one got extra points because they went to a location and they positioned the cars, and yeah, I particularly like that. Like, you can tell they were positioned for the photo.
And the two boxy cars on the outside kind of surrounding the rounder car.
Yeah.
I think that was a good choice.
Yeah.
I do want to correct what you just said, though.
Mm-hmm.
Both of you might have voted for this one as the best quality one. However, from all of us together, the 86 had more points.
Oh,
for image
okay.
quality.
The 86 got more overall points for image quality.
Fair enough. They
Show the
were-
86.
They were...
Okay. So that must have meant that me and you picked this 110, and then everyone else picked this 110.
They were right, yeah.
Okay, next one, vibes. I gave this one to the Crown.
Oh, that was my second place.
I think that this is exactly what I want to do if I had a Crown. I want to go on the highway, come home from somewhere, put on some nice music, and just like, it's not a sports car, it's a cruiser.
Mm-hmm.
So perfect shot for the car that is the cruiser. What did you pick for your vibes?
My vibes, I have the Legacy on the Snow. Maybe that one spoke to my heart the most. But this was my second place, and I totally agree with you. There's something about this image that makes me feel quite calm, and I don't know, really the essence of the Crown on the highway. Cruising, comfort, yeah.
So you want to know the overall rating, because it's quite interesting.
Sure.
This was not number one.
Okay.
1 point above was the Skylines.
For the vibes.
So
For
many
the vibes.
people
Okay.
voted this one for vibes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Next one is the car. Which car out of all of these is the best car according to us and our ratings?
And our personal preferences. This one is heavily personal preference. Right?
This one is absolutely obvious for me. It's the Skylines again.
Mine too.
And
Mine
it's
too.
overall number one
Yeah.
for car.
Now, we have discussed that there are 3 cars here.
Oh,
So
it's kind of cheating.
maybe.
So you only get a third of the
Maybe.
prize, right?
Well, I don't know. If people in the comments want to make their case known that this is not okay, we're not really serious about that. But maybe something that we'll bring into consideration for future giveaways.
I see someone in the chat says looking fancy tonight. Is that for Mike or
I think
for
it's
me?
for you with the tie.
How many comments do we have about the tie? I want to kind of accumulate those and give them a prize too.
Just one so far.
He's
Okay.
looking- he's
Well,
looking
only one
for
person gets a prize.
compliments. If you'd like to comment in chat, Derek's currently fishing for compliments. So.
I only accept compliments from past customers of ours, by the way, and so make sure you buy a car first and then compliment me.
Derek's also fishing for sales.
Right. Okay, the next one, fun factor. And I rated the Legacy in the Snow for fun factor because it was to me, it's the only person who submitted a photo that was over the top fun.
Yeah.
Everything else was a fairly serious photo, and there's nothing wrong with that. We didn't say we wanted fun photos, and someone was like, yep, let's give them this photo. And the other one of it in a mound of snow that doesn't even look like there's a car underneath it. Do you have that?
Yeah,
That picture.
I think we should.
Let's quickly show that picture because I think
Wait a second.
I think that picture is even better, but you can't tell what car it is. So
If you're looking now, you can see the number of photos that we got submitted.
not looking now.
So
okay, so
Now
that's the car
Yes.
when there's no snow. What a
Not
beautiful
a wagon.
location.
yeah, lovely. I'm imagining this was a ski weekend, and man, there you go. That's the car.
So if this was a ski weekend, they probably arrived with no snow, right?
Maybe, yeah.
And then that's what happened when they were
Yeah.
skiing.
This is so fun.
Yeah.
Look at this picture. You can see only the door mirrors.
Yeah. Hey guys.
Love it. So fun factor, I rated that one. What did you give for fun
I got
factor?
the same.
Same
Yeah.
one. Okay.
Pretty much everyone got that.
It was
Yeah.
a fun picture. And so that is, those are our criteria and all of the cars that we picked.
Yeah.
So next, let's, what are we going to do? Announce the prize.
We haven't announced the winner.
Okay.
True.
So
We
who's the
need-
winner? Mike
Who
Davis?
is the winner? In first place with the most overall points over the 5 of us was the Skyline.
The Skylines.
The Skylines were the winning
Which is not
photo,
that one.
Which
Wait,
this is a picture of the snow. That's a legacy in the snow.
There we are.
The Sky.
I have applause on at the moment.
If you are the winner, make sure that you email us just to have that contact. We already know who you are and we have your address and everything because, of course, these cars were bought from us and we have your details.
He's in the chat, so we can say the name because
His screen name is his name.
Yeah.
There you go. Your winner is in the chat. So if you'd like to congratulate
Joshua
them,
Johns, or
curse them, or
dox them.
Yeah. If you'd like to compete with them for next time, this is the kind of quality of photos they might be sending in for future giveaways. So
I will say though, you can win if you've got fun pictures.
yes.
And make sure that you email us show@pacificcoastjdm.com, and then we'll make sure that we get that out to you and we'll ship it quickly.
Yeah.
So you can have it. You don't know what it is, so don't congratulate too much right now because you don't know if you're going to like it or not. It could be. It could be a boo-boo prize.
Uh-oh.
Remember, we were joking about sending that 911 bumper that we've got in the office.
Yeah. Winner pays shipping.
That'd be like $1,700 to ship.
Okay, before we reveal the prize, we'll announce the second place and third place because you will also be getting a little prize, a little mini prize.
Stickers. You get first run stickers, first edition stickers.
Second place was the 86, and then third place was the Crown on the highway.
I'm so glad that the Crown got third place.
Where is it? There we go.
I have to say, I had a three-way tie for my second place.
I will say that I didn't do this on purpose, and I didn't fix the results, but my top three equal the overall top three.
Mine too.
My top car was the Skylines, my second top was the 86, and my third top was the Crown. But you had a tie for your third place. Was the Crown and...
My second place was tied, so I only had a first and a second, really. And that was the 86 tied with the Crown, tied with the Legacy.
Oh, wow, a three-way tie.
Yeah.
Oh, that's close, eh?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so what are we going to win?
What does the winner win? JJ in the chat, your prize is being revealed by Derek Weldon. Please.
I'm going to put it like down below the table. The packaging is green, and behind us is a green screen, so you might not see what it is.
No,
Invisible prize.
Do you want to like be like Link in Legend of Zelda and hold it up over your head? Like do.
You can do that, and I'll be like the princess who's like,
"Wow,
Link, you're so powerful and strong."
Okay, ready?
Okay.
Wow, Derek, you're so powerful and strong.
It's out of the frame.
Okay, your prize is...
Can we see it in the frame now?
Yes.
A box of 70 Japanese flavored Kit Kats, and we'll go over all the flavors or some of the flavors.
We'll go over all of them pretty quickly because otherwise we're going to run out of time. But
spoiler alert, there are some adult versions in here.
I love adult versions of things. So the Kit Kat... What?
Fair enough.
Kit Kat is famous for having unique flavors that are only available in Japan. And this box has 14 different flavors, and all of them are only available in Japan, including the original one, which tastes completely different in Japan than it does outside of Japan. We went trick-or-treating in Canada last year. The Kit Kats, after getting used to the Japanese ones, are pretty... mid-tier, if not low tier. The Japanese Kit Kats, even the regular ones, are high tier. Easy.
High tier.
And so inside here you get the regular version of the Kit Kats, the Japanese regular version, which is high tier. And you also get some low tier ones in here, but we'll get to those in a second.
There
are a couple of them that I think are intentionally bad tasting.
I don't know about bad tasting.
But you can give them to your friends as a joke.
There are 14 total flavors and 70 total.
So you get either 4 of each flavor or 6 of each flavor. So let's run down this and you tell me yuck or yum, okay?
Okay.
So the first one is the original, the Japanese one. It tastes different. The second one, Kit Kat Adults version.
Yum because it's adults version. Oh, but it's dark. It says dark.
It's a little bit of a risk,
chocolate.
isn't it?
I like dark chocolate, so yes, yum.
Okay. Next one, Kit Kat Shinshu apples.
Hell yeah. Apple flavored anything is good.
Grant said he's had this one, and they're amazing.
Yeah.
And Max, you said they're good?
I can't eat apple raw, so everything that's apple flavored, yes.
Oh, nice.
Next one, Kit Kat milk tea flavored.
Not one of their best ones, but still pretty good.
Okay. Kit Kat Uji Matcha.
Yes. Best ones.
Yeah, I think I've had these. They're good. Very good.
You can get matcha Kit Kats outside of Japan, but I don't think that they're as good.
Yeah, and this Uji matcha, I learned this yesterday. That's Uji matcha from Kyoto. Some very famous matcha.
Okay, next one, Kit Kat Adults version.
Yes,
and
please.
this is a running thing. Snacks in general in Japan will often have an adults version that's either a little bit less sweet or a little bit higher quality and costs more.
Yeah.
So Kit Kat Adults version, rich matcha. Okay.
Also good.
Kit Kat
And looks fancy.
Nestle Milo. I'm wondering, maybe people in the chat can tell me if Milo is a thing outside of Japan. I think that it is, but I've never seen it in Canada. It's like a kind of like a hot chocolate mix.
It's very common in Canada, Australia, and New Zealand.
Oh yeah?
Milo. I call it Milo.
Okay.
And yeah, very common. It's good. There's I think there's like little wafer bits in there, like a
Really?
biscuit base or something. It's good.
Okay. Kit Kat Hojicha, which is roasted green tea. So instead of being green, it's actually brown. So it's brown green tea.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know about this one.
Hojicha.
I don't think I've had it, but Hojicha is
I haven't
for
had
me
it.
sometimes.
Kit Kat Amao. That's hard to say.
From, right?
Strawberry. It means Sweet King strawberries.
Oh,
It's a type.
Sweet King.
Yep. Kit Kat Adults version strawberry. So 2 different strawberry types. Okay. Probably a little bit more adult. You got to be mature to appreciate it. Kit Kat Chocolate Orange.
My favorite. I have bought so many bags of these. I'm not ashamed to admit it.
Kit Kat Blueberry Cheesecake.
Oh, I might open the box and steal one of those.
And here are the 2 boo-boo ones. Kit Kat Manju Sen Nihonshu.
Completely disagree. The sake one's great.
Is
The
it?
sake one is really good.
I love it. Yeah.
Do you guys like sake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so for those who don't like sake, it might taste like baby vomit, because that's what I find sake tastes like. Don't ask me how I know what it tastes like. I imagine it tastes like that.
I really want
So
you
a
to tell
sake
us.
flavored Kit Kat. If you don't like it, give it to your friends. It's an experience.
Give baby vomit to your friends.
It's so weird to think that in Japan there is a sake flavored chocolate Kit Kat, right?
I love it. If I could find them regularly, I would buy them regularly.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. I like them a lot. And I drink
Wow.
sake like...
I haven't had them, but we did give them as a I don't know if I want to let the cat out of the bag, but I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. When you buy a car from us, you get a little Japanese snack that goes along with it. It's supposed to be a secret, so don't tell anybody. Okay.
Yeah.
And we have given the sake ones before, because they don't actually come up available that often.
No,
They're very rare.
Yeah.
But we sent them before. I went to my friend's house 6 months later in Canada, and he still had them. And I was like, so you don't eat these? And he's like, I mean, if I want sake, I've got sake.
Yeah.
Which actually gets me
weird.
drunk. I don't think there's real sake inside the Kit Kat.
But it is the adult
They actually
version.
have alcohol.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can get, how many Kit Kats do you have to eat to get drunk?
I haven't
Hundreds.
tried. I don't know.
Oh, I wouldn't know.
The last one, Kit Kat Tsurume Umeshu. Do regular people know what umeshu is, or is it just a Japanese word?
Japanese word.
Yeah.
Umeshu is plum liqueur, and I love umeshu, the drink version. So I don't know how I'd like the Kit Kat version, but it is, well, it's ume, which is not really plum. It's Japanese plums,
Yeah.
right? Like sour plums.
Yeah. Ume flavored stuff here to me is usually bad. They have ume candies, which are super sour. I spit them out. I can usually eat most things.
Oh, we should give away those. Those are intensely bad.
Give our customers
You know what?
punishment.
Right, and they have
That's what
like
they
a
need.
wrinkled guy's face on it.
Yeah, and he's always like,
Right.
yeah.
Gross.
That's the thumbnail for the next stream, by the way.
Okay, perfect.
So Joshua Johns, you can have multi Kit Kats. We'll send that out to you. We'll send a tracking number too, so that you know when you're going to get it. Thank you for everyone else who applied for the giveaway. We will be doing some more giveaways, but we'll have to think about some good giveaways to do. We did consider maybe doing a trivia thing, like car knowledge trivia, which could be very cool.
Yeah, and prizes will differ every time. The criteria will differ every time. We may or may not tell you the criteria first, so just think of cool stuff and grab our attention if you're ever doing something like that. Also, Joshua, the stickers come with your your gift to.
Right.
And we'll send some stuff out to the other people who placed top 3.
Okay, so
Cool.
back to the regular show now. We have our auction. You got reverb for me? Yeah, man.
Reverb.
Auction and dealer picks. And so we got 2 cars that are coming up for auction this week and 2 cars from dealers here in Japan, and we'll have a quick little chat about them. The first one here, a car I've never known existed. May I have the mouse?
Go ahead. Me neither.
There are very few cars that I don't know about. And of course I knew about the Corolla 2. But this is a Corolla 2 canvas top. It has a retractable top, just like the Figaro, or what other cars have a retractable top?
How?
A Twingo.
The Mini has one. The Twingo has one.
Mm-hmm. There's a Twingo version.
And so I believe it's an electronic canvas top that pulls itself back, so you have a complete open air roof in the car, and then it clips in really nicely to that rear spoiler on a Corolla 2. A Corolla 2 is basically a Tercel.
Huh.
This is an economy car that Toyota was like, you know what, let's make the canvas top version of our economy car because 6 or 7 people might buy it.
They're like, sunroofs? No, thank you. How about no roofs?
And to make things even better, I mean, this is the version that come up for auction at the moment. But there's also a version with pop-up headlights and a turbo and the canvas top.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
Yeah.
So 2 of them were sold originally.
I found a site from someone who went into every single one of those.
I really want to
at
see a
it.
picture of the canvas top. That looks cool. That looks very cool.
Oh, that seat is the same structure as the City 2 seats.
Oh.
So they use the same one just with different fabrics.
Can we have a picture of it with the canvas top?
Yes, I'm going
Okay,
down to
okay.
it. Like,
Thank you.
You see, this is the turbo motor, by the way, and has
So it's 1.3. So 1.5 turbo.
Mm-hmm.
So
The
it's
same
the
as
Starlet's
Starlet.
engine, but
Oh,
bigger.
right.
The Starlet's a 1.3.
Oh.
So as far as I know, this is the only car that has the 1.5 turbo in it.
Oh, cool. Oh,
And there we
weird.
go.
I
That
like this a lot.
is insane.
It's super weird, but it's so cool.
And it's very 80s, right? It's very much Japan in the 80s would have something like this. These
Wow.
economy cars that they made a special version of. It didn't sell too many of them, but the Japanese car makers were making so much money at that time, then what the hey, we can do whatever we want.
It looks so weird.
Look at that lady. She's
there's
like,
an ad.
yes, I decided for the canvas top version.
Yeah.
Oh, it says Tercel on the front of that one.
Yeah.
I guess they were branded as Tercels as well as Corolla 2s.
This is called the canvas top. Join us.
Join us.
What an
So your
interesting
friends
car.
can join you through the roof.
This website is just amazing.
This
you know
guy's
what?
devoted his whole life to it.
Let's put that in the chat so people can.
Oh yeah, if you want to follow along or have a look. That's cool.
There
I
you
hope
go.
someone buys one of these. I'd love to poke around inside.
That is
So-
maybe it's no.
Kyle in the chat wants to know how much this would cost. There's a corrosion hole on the underside,
Oh.
and
dear.
so the condition's not that good. But it might be the only canvas top that you can buy in the next 3 years or something. So
Yeah.
if you really love the weirdness, go ahead and just expect to repair some corrosion on it.
Yeah.
It might be the type of car that'd be worth it. This car, if restored back to high quality, could be a show winner just because of how weird it is.
Yeah.
And so
Wow, very
very
cool.
cool here.
Yeah. I've never seen one of these at auction, but I also haven't been looking. So.
And then when it comes to rare cars like
Oh.
this, it can be really difficult to price.
4-speed manual.
Yeah, 4-speed manual, has AC. Auction grade 3, probably because of the corrosion
Yeah.
hole. It's also had some replaced fenders at some point. And then 94,300 kilometers. Not too much for how old it is. This is a 1989, so that's now 35 years old. It's a long time for these entry-level cars to be around. That's so cool that it's a survivor.
Yeah. This goes through today.
What's the
What
start?
time
What's the
today?
start price?
Does it say?
No start price.
What's that right?
Oh, no,
And the
it goes
auction
through
is on the 18th, which is
2 days from now.
2 days from now.
Friday.
Huh.
If somebody buys that, that would make me very happy. Does it have the same seats as what was in that picture? Can we take a look?
Doesn't
There's a
look
cover
like
over
it.
it.
Nah,
Nice.
different seats.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
different. They're very standard Japanese 80 seats.
Cool.
I like those, especially the pop-up headlight version.
Yeah. I like the pop-up
Yeah.
headlight more, but
Mhm.
good luck finding one, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. What do we got next? Derek, you're gonna have to do this one because the next two are mine.
Okay. Yeah, you did the searching for those ones, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh, it's a golf cart. Or a tuk-tuk before a tuk-tuk was a thing.
This is a 1971 Honda Vamos, but actually in the they called it the Vamos Honda in all of the
Honda.
PR stuff, all of
Also
their
the
advertising,
canvas top.
which means "Let's go Honda" in Spanish.
Oh, right.
Like Vamos, you
Yeah.
know. A lot of people don't know about this. They think of a Vamos, which is a K-van, but that's just a reuse of the name from the 70s version. This is based off of their K-truck of the era, but a very stripped down version of it, and it was only sold for, I believe, about 3 years before it couldn't pass crash safety.
I was about to say before crash regulations.
Yeah, and they come in either 2-seaters or 4-seaters. This is a 2-seater version, and they're a full removable top, and they look incredible with the top removed, especially in the side profile view. They have a tire on the front and a 2-cylinder, air-cooled, rear-mounted engine, and so it's going to sound very unique. 2-cylinder to begin with sounds unique, but the air-cooled versions of them are very strange indeed. They sold 2,500 of them, but they are still fairly available to buy because they were very
So
much cars
simple.
nobody wanted to drive around in because
Yeah.
nobody wanted to die in a Vamos.
Yeah. I was going to say you can hear the engine pretty well without any doors or really any cabin at all. Just
30
It doesn't have seat belts.
30 horsepower.
Oh.
It does.
It does.
Yeah, only lap belts though. But the 4-seater version had the seat belts in the rear, which was a premium option back in 71, right? My car doesn't have rear seat belts because they were an option.
That's right.
My 1972 car. So
It's
weird.
going to be revealed tomorrow in a sick-ass video.
On the Drive Japan YouTube channel.
Click the subscribe button.
Yeah.
30
These are
horsepower engine, max speed 90 kilometers an hour.
Oh, I don't want to do 90 kilometers an hour in that.
Yeah, probably a little bit scary, but a very cool and unique car. Again, something that you could very easily have as a show car. I believe this has been repainted because I think they were all either beige or army green were the colors that they came in.
This looks like something that you would be driven around in Disneyland in or something.
Right. Or golf cart, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's street legal and would be in the States too, in most states.
Weird.
Yeah, crazy.
Griff Rides said, I seen one in Seattle.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Volkswagen Thing vibes. Absolutely. When did the Thing come out? Did this come before the Thing? Maybe Volkswagen is ripping off Honda.
I don't know. Don't look at the German guy. To Japan because he likes Japan.
Cool.
Okay, so I'm not really sure how much these sell for. I've seen them retail somewhere around 1 million yen or something. I think at auction probably, depending on the condition, 300,000 yen to 600,000 yen or something. Not too expensive because they don't have a huge market for them. And a lot of them, because of the age, tend to be in pretty rough condition. But simple vehicle and probably fairly easy to restore. And if you are going to be
I don't think we can ship them.
Why?
They have no doors or cabin.
Oh, no, they do have doors, but they're not really doors. See this bar here? That's a door bar. And it folds down and clips in.
I'm guessing the interior is all waterproof because...
Yes, absolutely. I did look this up. The interior is fully waterproof.
Okay, that makes sense. Maybe we can ship them. I don't know.
Everything in the interior has been sealed, including the glove box has a seal around the glove box, so whatever you put in there is not going to get wet.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
I was just thinking the port will be like,
you can drive it into the water.
We can't do this. But maybe it's fine.
I mean, we've exported Jeeps that have the bikini top on them, right? And no doors.
Yeah. Okay.
So what do you got for me, Mr. I can't make up my mind about what car I want to have?
Hey, chill out.
Sell my BMW and buy one of 18 different cars?
Yeah, I want everything. That's people who like cars have problems. I have problems just like everybody else.
And here's a race car that you would absolutely drive on the streets, right?
Well, if I had that, it would be my only car. So yes, I would have to. So you may have seen you probably heard I want a bunch of different cars. This is one of the cars that are on my list. Not this particular one, but an FD2 Honda Civic.
The final of the naturally aspirated Civic Type Rs.
Yeah. And every time I get in a Honda, every time I drive them, there's something about them that makes me just love it. Like, huge smile on my face, enjoy driving. I've never owned a Honda, and I think it's time. I venture into the Honda world. So,
and then own it for a few months and then go on to the next thing. Right, Mike?
well, that's your advice, right? Don't get attached. Buy different cars. Enjoy different cars.
He's really taken that to heart.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Or maybe you just haven't found the right car for you.
I think so. And I'm searching, and I usually like faster cars. Turbos are something I love. And Greg in the chat is right. No V8. I had a V8. It wasn't the V8 that I needed, but
it wasn't noisy enough.
Yeah. This is a stripped out race car with a spoon engine. Do you know what one of these would retail this close to Race Wars?
More than you can afford, pal.
So we looked this up. A spoon engine, to have them rebuild your engine that already exists, is $1 million yen. So $7,000 US approximately to have them rebuild your engine. And then that gets you basically a stock engine that has just been massaged by Spoon. If you want to go and do upgrades from there, it'll cost you extra. Yeah. And so Spoon basically just balances it really nice and tight, like a better built engine than Honda would have ever built from the factory.
Yeah. And then it's got a big wide body. It's got a full cage and set up for racing. I think the window banner, it's an official race group, I believe, here in Japan and also in Europe. Honda something, I forget the name.
Sure, looks cool.
Yeah, it's got a nice livery. Very, very big wide body. Not something that I could realistically own.
They're stealing the 33 plate from a Skyline owner.
Oh, yeah.
Or a Laurel.
And why would... Oh, it's number 33. I was going to say, well, it is street legal, though.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing I would want to paint.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Race car Civics always have extremely hard suspension, so I don't think that would be a lot of fun to drive on the street.
Maybe not. And the FD2 comes with very difficult to manage street suspension already. It's maybe the number one complaint, that it's not so good as a daily. But fantastic to drive in the mountains, which is
I missed that. What car is not good?
The FD2.
Is not good as a daily.
Stock suspension is quite hard and stiff. That's a complaint.
I think those people need to go back to kindergarten and learn the basics of life.
Right. A lot of people just complain like,
an FD2 is stock suspension. I haven't driven an FD2 actually.
Oh, you might get to
Someone's
soon when
I need to buy one.
Yeah, me
or you. But if you buy this
the ones that I want to bid on, because customers get priority. So if we get a flood of comments with people wanting to buy FD2s, I'll be sad, but I'll be happy for you.
I got to say, this is something about how you usually like turbo cars, right?
Yeah.
The Civic Type Rs, and this has been going on for decades now, always sell for higher price than the equivalent car when it was a new car. So like the FD2 would have competed with the Evo 9 or something, and they would have been priced at approximately the same. Evo 9s are 60% of the price of an equivalent condition FD2 now. So for whatever reason, the lower horsepower Civic tends to be a higher valued car than the higher horsepower Evo. And this goes with the STIs as well. And it's so strange. People are like, oh, for the same price, I can get 300 horsepower or 200 horsepower.
Yeah. The main thing that people said in the office to me when I floated this an idea is that it's probably not enough power for you. They know I like more power, but
8,200 RPM.
Right.
Spoon engine, 8,600 RPM. Probably.
I think the factory's 8,500.
Is it?
Grant can fact check me on that.
We need Grant on the episode just to be our constant fact checker.
Next episode, Grant's on. I've said it, now you have to do it.
I would like to... I've never looked into the engine bay of those, but the engine bay is the same as the Euro Civic Type R.
Well, they're both K20s, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, all the accessories around it, like all the layout in here.
Oh, well, it doesn't surprise me. They were they were contemporaries of one another, sold at the same time.
Yeah. So I'm kind of waiting for the right car to come up at auction that I can actually win. I've been bidding on many cars for a number of months now, but I have not won. So have my eyes on some FD2s.
Do you want to put your eyes on the next car?
I do. The next car is going to be a bit of a game.
Oh yeah,
wait, we didn't
Pictures
say
only.
we didn't say the price of this one.
Oh, the price is 3 million yen.
it's honestly not bad considering the development that you need to make a race car
Yeah.
and the reliability of that engine.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I think it has the factory brakes, but
this is not a Lamborghini Murcielago.
how dare you? Why?
It is
what
not.
makes you say that?
This is a kit car based off of something else, and we'll play a very quick game because we're running out of time.
Okay.
We're really running out of time, aren't we?
Game.
What is
We're
it based
overtime.
off of?
Oh, I think okay.
There's no
before-
giveaways.
Right. This is an extremely well done kit car or replica build.
The only
And-
way I could tell is because of the engine size. I was like, okay, I
Right,
know what it is
yeah.
now.
Yeah, this one had me fooled because
it
the price
uses
is
it-
really high too.
Usually in a kit car, you look at the windshield because they usually keep the same windshield, but this one they didn't.
Yeah. This
They
is
said seatbelts are giveaway.
seatbelt.
Oh.
Okay, put your guesses in the chat. I would
Smart.
really love if
Yeah,
someone
we have
got this. Kyle guessed 300ZX. That was my guess too. That was what I
I want to see the
was.
seatbelts again. No, that's not enough of a seatbelt to tell.
Guesses in the chat. It is a Japanese manufacturer. That's your only
Look,
hint.
it even got
Yeah.
Lamborghini glass.
So wait, did they get
So
the
they pro-
windshield
yeah,
from a Lamborghini?
They could have, yeah. Very well could have.
Whoa.
It,
That's
very much
extreme.
looks like the Lamborghini's windshield,
Yeah.
right?
No wonder it's 8.5 million yen.
I can't believe that somebody actually did this. Like,
Yeah.
just go buy the original.
Yeah,
That's
that
way less
price.
effort.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
this is the giveaway.
So we got some.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
I don't know.
I wouldn't recognize it though. Because
Oh.
usually this brand has a different looking window switch for that era.
We have a winner now, Derek. You might be because we had an argument about this recently. Not an argument. We had a strong verbal disagreement. DW has guessed MRS, and MRS is correct. Now there were some people that guessed MR2. Derek, is
What?
that the same car? MR2, MRS?
I don't know. I was just learning things when we were talking about this.
Oh,
So the MR2 and the MRS are the same car, just different names in different markets. And
Right.
then I thought that it was called the MRS in North America, but I guess it's called the MR2 in North America. I
the
didn't know.
MRS is called the MR2 in North America.
I am just a
I didn't know
small
that
town Canada boy, and we did not get these in Canada. We only got some of them came over the border from the USA, as far as I know.
Yeah.
I remember it as being like, I was a huge Toyota fan back then. I was like, oh, you need to bring this into Canada.
Yeah.
I love Toyota.
Yeah.
Canada gets too bad of weather to have open top cars, apparently.
Yeah. So the engine that you get for your 8.4 million yen is a 1.8 liter MRS engine.
Lotus engine.
Lotus engine.
And it's automatic.
Yeah, I totally agree. The shifter
It might be a
is
Tiptronic
so
one.
janky.
Toyota made a Tiptronic version
Yeah.
of the transmission, and it's not very
had
good.
pedals too, right?
Yep, and it's not
Yeah.
good.
I imagine that's probably what they used to be like, look, Lamborghini had
the
pedals.
gate.
This has
the
pedals.
gate looks just like. Well, it's not exactly the same because they made a
Yeah.
custom thing, but the structure of the gate looks like the Tiptronic version.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
I can't
so-
believe it's so expensive, but it's very cool. I can't believe they put that much effort into that. Oh, look at the rear stoplight.
Weird.
That's odd.
Yeah, odd car.
Yeah.
Okay, on to Q&A. Give me some
need
reverb,
this.
and Michael say it.
Let's go.
Questions and answers.
Okay, so we got one question that came in from comments. And so if you're watching this after the fact, actually more people watch it after the fact than who are watching it live.
Thank you for watching it after the fact, if you're after the
You
fact.
can post your questions in then, but then you have to remember to watch it again the next week to get your questions answered. If you really have burning questions, we're Car Export, and you can just email us and get them.
That is
But
true.
if you think it would be an interesting thing to talk about, or you don't really care that much about getting an answer until the following week, go ahead and put it in the comments section.
And then it will be featured right here, right now.
Make a question that's funny.
Sometime this
Or
is a
Japan
question.
related.
Let's do it.
Right.
Yeah, I'll read it.
If people are emailing us and they're like, hey, can you tell me the best place to go get sushi in Japan? We'd be like, what
I'll
are you
give
doing?
you an answer. It's Kura Sushi. It's
It is
100%
not.
Kura
No.
Sushi. Yes, it is.
No, it used to be. Sushiro is better.
No, it is not. Kura Sushi has deep fried tempura, and it is fantastic.
I'm not a big fan of tempura, so you might have me there. But the quality of
sorry.
we used to go to Kura Sushi at
Tempura
least once
squid.
a month with my family, and we have recently changed to Sushiro because the Kura Sushi quality has gone down so much recently.
Okay, maybe I need to give sushi
And their tuna sucks.
Another try.
Their tuna is the worst tuna in Japan.
You're just a hater.
Yep.
Kura Sushi's fantastic. If you ever come
Used
here
to be
and you want
fantastic.
cheap sushi, it's on par with good
And
quality sushi.
Sushiro is
outside
also cheap, and the taste is better. And so for those who have a more distinguished palate, they would like the Sushiro better.
There's something you need to know about Derek Weldon. When he goes places, he puts things in his mouth. Derek Weldon goes to Sushiro, so most of the things you find at Sushiro will have been in Derek Weldon's mouth. So
Let's move on to questions. The
There you
first
go.
question that we have is, how come Mike is wrong about the sushi?
Great question.
Should I read it?
Go ahead and read.
Stuart Haynes on the last show asked, sometimes I will be following a car coming up for auction and then it disappears. I go to the sold section and I don't see it listed anymore at all. What happens to these cars? Great show, by the way.
Mike, you can answer that one, but let me just say, if this happens to you, send us an email and we'll tell you the reason for that specific one.
Yeah.
Because we won't know unless we look it up, but
Yeah.
because we don't have one to look up right now, we don't really know which reason it would be, but there are a few reasons.
Yeah, they're a little bit contrary to that. We don't always know the reason. Sometimes cars do vanish before they come up at auction, and when that happens, the auction doesn't give a reason. There are potential reasons for that. The most common one is that the seller removed it from auction. That could be because they paid their auction listing fee, it went through auction, and then somebody contacted their dealership and was like, actually, I really want to buy the car. I'll pay what you want for it, even though we were trying to negotiate for a lower price. I got to have the car. I'll pay the money. That's a fairly common one. Another reason it could have been removed is because there have been issues with the listing. Either the sheet was wrong or the seller doesn't have the right documents and they need to delay that for the next week. That means it'll still come around. It'll just be the week later, probably, or the week after that. What are some of the other reasons? It's kind of the main ones, I think.
Yeah, a lot of the cars that are up for auction are also being sold as a one-price listing, dealer to dealer.
Yeah.
And if the car sells through that, then it will be removed from auction as well.
Yeah.
That's kind of similar to the first one, but
Yeah.
a lot of people don't realize that cars at auction sometimes are relisted somewhere else at the same time.
Yeah.
And then,
But yeah, I think
those are
that's
probably the main ones. Yeah.
But do let us know if there's something that you're interested in, and then it vanishes, and we'll do our best to tell you why.
It's shady things, Mike.
Shady. They got scammed at auction. Typical.
Okay,
make
now
a
we'll go through the
YouTube
chat.
video.
So if you had a question in the that was in the chat, then we will answer it. I want to answer Zaid's at the beginning because he had something.
Okay.
Isn't Sushiro the controversial food licking place?
Yeah. Oh no.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sushiro
Yes.
is the place
Yes.
where a Japanese boy
Derek Weldon.
got into trouble for putting something in his mouth and then putting it back on the conveyor belt.
Derek Weldon.
And it was absolutely not me because it was a Japanese boy.
Derek Weldon. It was Derek Weldon's son.
So at these places, they have a conveyor belt that you pick the sushi off and put it on your plate. Sushiro now, and this is something I don't like, they don't have a conveyor belt anymore. They still have the conveyor belt.
That's really
But
sad.
now it's all purchase to order. So you use the little
Yeah.
iPad thing, you pick what you want, and then you wait for your order to come on the conveyor
Yeah.
belt, which is annoying because you always have to be paying attention to that. Whereas Kura Sushi has a different style conveyor belt that's above the other one,
Yeah.
and then it will deliver it directly to your place. And then once you pick up your stuff, then they'll use the conveyor belt for somebody
Right.
else. So in that respect, Kura Sushi is better.
Yeah.
I got to ask something. Naoka, that's okay. You're not on video, but Kura Sushi or Sushiro? Kura Sushi or Sushiro?
Your favorite.
Sushiro? Okay, thank you.
It's disappointing that I work with so many people that prefer the wrong sushi.
It's
Can I
yeah.
throw Hamasushi into the mix?
I had Hamazushi just once and I didn't like it.
I don't like it either.
Oh, okay. What's
I
your
just wanted
favorite?
to complicate things
Sushiro
more.
or Kura Sushi?
Kura Sushi.
I like how we could be
Thank
answering
you.
questions for
Thank
people
you.
right
Because I
now,
like the
but
tempura
instead
too.
we're talking
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
sushi.
So if you go to Kura Sushi, you gotta get the tempura squid. It's fantastic. I order at least 2 plates of it when I go. Very, very, very good.
Or the fried onion rings.
Oh, they do have onion rings too.
Back
Just
to the
more
questions.
reasons why Kura Sushi. I would like to answer a question for Derek, for Greg.
Is it sushi related?
It is. Yeah. Where was it? Did he lick the condiments? Yes. That was the question. Referring to you. in Sushiro?
Let's get back to real questions. Shall
Okay.
we? I know that there is a big discussion going on, but I would like to go from top to bottom.
Yes, please.
Call in EF7 and people want to ask, how are things going in the PCA office these days? Are you guys busy?
Good.
Yes, always busy.
Things are good.
Strangely, the tariffs have not slowed down purchases.
They have for USA customers, but we've had a lot of outside USA customer purchases.
Yeah. It's difficult with the tariffs are on, the tariffs are off. More tariffs are on. There's a 90-day delay. There.
I thought we weren't talking about tariffs
We
today.
weren't. That's it. Next question.
Not about tariffs, please.
What is the
Fair.
general
Good
consensus from the
Thanks.
staff for the best overall K truck?
My favorite is Acti, but I've got a soft spot for Hondas. If I were actually doing heavy duty off-roading in it, it wouldn't be an Acti though. I would get a Suzuki Carry.
I was going to say, I think maybe the Carry, but Carry or Acti are kind of interchangeable. Derek hates the Samba.
The Acti's four-wheel drive is very good, but it is not going to lock as hard as some of the more serious ones, like the Hijet Climber. I would get over the Acti Attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's a little bit more space in the Carries for me.
Yeah.
Than the...
I think they're all so similar. The reason I don't like the Sambar as much is because we just have more issues with them, particularly with carburetors and brakes on those. And then they don't seem to be built as high a standard as Honda and Suzuki.
Yeah.
Still good though. Still worth getting. And they have a supercharger option and a 4-cylinder, which is kind of cool. Sugi.
Okay. Gregor asked, I see sometimes on Ninja the cars have corrections made. Is it easy to find out what the correction is?
What's Ninja first?
Ninja is USS's paid photo access
paid annoyance
service?
factory.
Yeah, so...
Sorry, USS, if you're listening.
Don't cancel our membership. The USS decided... so many years ago, you'll remember that our auction tool used to show all the photos. It was lovely. You could go there. It was your one-stop shop. You could see everything.
You could pre-screen the
was.
cars before sending them in for picture requests.
And then, one dark day, USS decided, no more. We do not want people accessing our photos. You are not allowed to share them. But we have a great solution. You can pay us to give individual subscription services to your customers, and then they can see the photos that they could see for free before. So I don't know if you put two and two together, it's pretty obvious that USS was like, oh yeah, we can make more money. Let's do that.
Revenue source. We're the Yakuza of auctions.
And we tried for many years to get around that, but not breaking USS's rules, which were you can't do this.
Because we didn't want our membership to be yoinked from us.
Yeah, no more yoinking of the memberships. But so Ninja is a service that is available if you are a customer of ours or a potential future customer. You can talk to us about if you want to subscribe to the Ninja service. There is a cost to it, but you get to see everything on your own time.
And I gotta add this. If you're a serious buyer that's buying regular cars, the Ninja is a no-brainer at all. If you value your time whatsoever, you need to get the Ninja service. It's annoying that you got to pay it. It's 1,900 yen per month, which sounds like a lot because it's more than Netflix, but this could potentially save you 10 hours of searching time, and you get your photos immediately instead of asking for the photos from us and then waiting for it to come back. This is especially useful for if you are outside of the time zone of us, like most of you guys watching right now. Yep. So you can get the photos now instead of waiting until tomorrow to see them.
Yeah, it does make sense. We personally have a vendetta against it. We don't like that it exists and why they're doing it, but pragmatically speaking, it makes sense. Yeah.
And then what was the question about the Ninja?
Oh, seeing sheet changes.
Sheet changes are pretty regular. They're for various different reasons. Like, for example, the car was sent to auction and it was graded a 3.5, but then it turns out that after they did like a background check on the car, the auction will do the background check on the car, and they're like, oh, this was at auction previously as an R grade, so let's change the grade to R. Yeah. A sheet change happens maybe on 5 to 10% of the cars, maybe less than that. I don't know, because I don't really know the statistics.
5 or 10 is a good...
But a decent amount of them get sheet changes. It's not uncommon for it to happen, and then that just means there's new data on there that we will tell you about before you bid on that.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if Ninja shows you what the sheet changes,
so.
but please just ask us and we'll tell you.
Someone was
It's
also
easy
asking,
for us.
can you see sold prices with Ninja?
No, you can't.
Only pictures.
And
So
why
it is
why
much-
is that?
mu-
I don't know. It makes complete sense to show the sold price.
I think USS has is controlled by their sellers. USS is nothing if they can't get enough sellers, and sellers like the big dealers who are selling these cars, they don't want price data to be known to the general
Yeah.
population so much. So I do get it. It just sucks because then it makes it much harder for our customers to price out how much something costs. Yes, we're experts at it, but it still takes us a lot of time to fully understand this stuff. And even then, you can't get that information right away through your own means. You have to ask us for it and wait for us to get back to you about it.
But it does help, I think. Like, we tell people to rely on us for that kind of information because we spend all day doing it and we aim to be good at what we do. So
honestly speaking, you will get better information from us because we've been doing it for 15 years.
Yeah.
Right.
Greg, follow-up question to that. He wants to know sold prices of FD2 Type Rs. I have no idea. I'll have to tell you when I buy one. Sorry.
You haven't looked up what they sell for?
No, I do.
Aren't they like
but if I tell him, then now he's able to buy them, and how
much do they actually cost?
cheeky joke.
Stop being cheeky.
Anyway, from like 1.3 at the very, very low end, if you want an R grade with high mileage, up to like 2.5, 3 maybe for a really special one.
3 for the good ones.
1.6 million yen. So I'm aiming for one around 1.8 million yen or so, a little bit less if I can, depends on, and I'm okay with R grade and a bit higher mileage, like 120,000 kilometers.
Higher mileage doesn't scare me too much from that car because they are reliable, but a higher mileage one also runs the risk of potentially have been taken care of worse. Because if someone's got a low mileage car, even if it's a used car that's 20 years old, if it's got low mileage, then they'll baby that car because it's very special. They already paid, $10,000 more for this one compared to another one, so of course they're going to baby it.
Yeah.
If it's at higher mileage, it might not get the same kind of treatment.
Yeah, I agree. 100, 120 is sweet spot. I'd go a bit higher, 150 or something if it was the right car. Not too concerned.
If it was
with
fairly clean inside, like 150,000 kilometers, grade 4 would be the sweet spot for those, I think.
Yeah. Oh, I could talk a lot about these because they're fresh on my mind, but next question.
Daniel Clark was asking, can you guys include tires and wheels in the car as an exporter, or is it an issue at the port?
It is a big issue at the port.
It's an issue with the exporting.
Yeah.
Like the vessel companies say no.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah. The vessel company's rule is no inner cargo. That means anything that is not bolted down or not something that should be there is not allowed. It's a safety issue because if they start allowing inner cargo, maybe someone wants to include something and then they have to check every car for the inner cargo, check what the inner cargo is, and if inner cargo were to set fire to a vessel for any reason, then it's an absolute no.
Tires are flammable.
Well, yeah, right. But if you say yes to inner cargo, then you have to check and you have to have processes. And also, part of the reason I believe customs cracked down on the vessel companies and said, like, if there's inner cargo in these cars, that needs to be declared for customs because now you're importing goods as well as importing a car.
And then the carrier companies need to know what items are legal for what countries.
Right.
Used tires are almost illegal everywhere. You can't ship those to another country.
Yeah. So, no. Cannot put inner cargo in cars. Sometimes things make it through, but don't rely on it. It means that a process was forgotten.
Okay.
I got a question that is dear to my heart, but that we know we haven't discussed fully before the stream.
Is it about sushi?
No. George was asking, commemorative license plate update.
Oh, George, I do have an update for you, just as of this week.
Do we?
We can't say it on the show yet, but I'll send you an email.
There you go. For all those people interested in it, we can't tell you yet.
Yeah.
We do have that on our docket for a future thing to talk about, though. It has been on there for a few weeks.
Yeah. Sorry, George. I know you've been asking a lot, but we do have an answer now.
Next question. Kyle Wilo, Mitsubishi Colt Rallyart or Suzuki Swift Sport?
Ooh.
Do we want Grant's answer to that too?
I think the answer would be unanimous, but
I don't think so.
Okay, that means you're choosing the Colt.
I am not choosing the Colt. I'm choosing the Swift, but I thought you would choose the Colt because you like that power.
I've owned a Mitsubishi and I don't plan to do that again.
Yeah, but of all the cars that you've owned, it's the only one that's dear to your heart. You like abusive relationships, don't you?
Well, yeah,
okay, so let me break this down. The Colt Rallyart is a turbo 1.5, puts out 155 horsepower or something like that. 165 horsepower. It is the faster of the two in a straight line. It's made like very poorly. It's a low quality car because the Colt was their Yaris or Vitz competitor. Made of much lower standard than the Vitz or the Yaris is. It is a little bit longer than those cars, so a little bit closer to a station wagon in size. And then the Suzuki Swift, in my opinion, a very well-made, naturally aspirated 1.6. Which generation is he asking about?
No generation asked.
Just the gen.
The earlier generations are naturally aspirated with a lovely engine. I was absolutely surprised how nice they are in terms of being a sporty engine. Of course, less power, but I'm not a big fan of turbo engines for the most part. Some of them are really nice, and I do like that whoosh of let's go kind of turbo feeling. But these days, maybe in my old age, I'm liking naturally aspirated engines because I feel like they are more personable. Like I'm having an all-night Nintendo 64 sleepover with the engine.
That sounds amazing. And I love that reference. I really do. I think that's because
a naturally aspirated engine has personality and is fun to play with, whereas a turbocharged engine, the turbo mutes some of that personality.
Yeah,
it's hard to really explain how I feel about that, but I really like to the amount of RPM on a naturally aspirated engine is always dialed in with the actual amount of power that you get at that time. But when you have a turbo, the amount of boost that you get could be different on different RPM depending on how much throttle that you give it. And so it's not like a direct relationship. It's like having a friend that you talk to, and sometimes they tell you answers that aren't what they're actually feeling, and you're always guessing what you're going to get out of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I think my opinion is more like that was a very philosophical and deep dive into the two cars. I think
bullshitting.
No, I agree with it, but I think the Mitsubishi is probably worse made, like you said, more prone to problems, and the Swift has racing pedigree.
Does it?
Yeah, there's a lot of racing.
I know a lot of people race them, but I didn't know they had pedigree.
Well, maybe pedigree is the wrong word, but they're frequently used for racing, and I like that.
Colts are sometimes used in racing, but only by people who made the wrong decision of what car to buy.
I haven't got experience with either of them, so next question, Max. I'm not really.
M-Pasta is asking, how do you feel about the E36 M3?
The E36 M3 is a car that we have sold, and I have driven them around parking lots, but I haven't driven them in anger very much.
In anger?
They feel Euro, they feel old Euro nowadays. And Japanese cars of that era, I think, felt better. So if I was comparing that car to, say, an Altezza or to a JZX100 or so, I know the JZX100 isn't a direct comparison.
Yeah.
I feel like I would normally pick the Japanese car over it. But that said, it is one of the M cars that is most well regarded. And the Japanese version, you could have 333 horsepower, so it's not a small amount of horsepower.
Came with like 3 different
3.2 liter engine, whereas North America got a 3 liter engine that had only 250 horsepower. So the international model was way better than actually the USDM one didn't even get an M engine.
Oh gosh.
It was just like a better version of the regular engine that they had there. Size-wise, rear-wheel drive-wise, 6-speed manual in the higher horsepower version. They had 2 versions, early model and late model. Very good car. I wish I had more experience with it. I love cars that come with ITBs from the factory.
Yeah. I think my favorite looking M car.
46 is my favorite.
Same.
E46. Can you just bring up E46 just because people won't know what we're talking about? 36 and 46.
Oh. Wait, we're going to switch to industry topics and news website scene. So don't mind the title there.
This is industry talk.
E46.
It is the Need for Speed most wanted title car in the non-GTR version.
This is my favorite M3.
Good,
and it's the final version of the inline 6-cylinder.
Yeah.
Can we go E36?
Yes. I wanted to add that the 36 for me in Germany has a little bit of a shtick to it of who is driving those cars.
Yeah.
Shabs.
But that
For
has
sure.
changed completely in the past years because the prices have gone insane.
Max
That's
is about
weird.
to call out an entire nation. Max,
I will
go
not.
ahead.
No.
Max told me privately before the show that the people.
Mike has also said, Derek, can you keep a secret?
I think these look great.
Yeah, I think I can see that the E46 is probably nicer.
My dad had
But-
a touring version in this green.
You know what? I take it back. An E30 M3 might be my favorite M3.
E30?
It will be mine. I will go out and say it. I don't care what people think. Next
I think
question.
that's the
We got anything
popular-
else? Are we?
yeah, we got-
I think
One-
we're over
we got-
time. We're well over time.
This is the longest one that we've ever done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you guys
but
are
look
lucky.
at how
With
many
two-
people are
2
watching
minutes.
right now.
2 minutes overtime from the regular.
Right. 2 minutes
The
over
longest-
the 30
okay,
minutes
last-
over that we
Hey,
usually
2 minutes
are.
makes a difference, man.
Last question from Gregor because I think it's pretty funny.
Okay.
No, it's not funny.
I like how you pronounce
Has
his
anyone
name.
ever purchased an Opel Speedster through us?
No.
Have you ever
an
been
Opel
close
Speedster?
to an Opel Speedster in your life?
Yes.
Can you pull one up?
An
Yeah.
Opel
I think this
Speedster-
might be the car I learned to drive on. But it's the
Opel
convertible,
Speedster's
isn't it?
a Lotus.
Oh,
Elise.
okay, right. No, never mind.
A Lotus Elise, but with a German suit on. And then there was another version of Vauxhall Speedster. Is it called? No, it's called something else when Vauxhall made it.
But
VX220 says the guy that knows more than us.
yeah, but it's the same car, different name.
It's what?
Same car, different name.
And the Tesla Roadster is also
Yeah.
a Lotus. And the Hennessy 1,000 horsepower stupid car is a Lotus.
GG.
Yeah.
I wanted one of those. Not stupid. Very cool.
Extremely stupid.
Not stupid at all.
Yeah, they ruined an otherwise
Just-
amazing car by giving it 1,000 horsepower.
It is
There,
as stupid as
I'm going to go
Sushiro.
out on a limb. There is no such thing as a 1,000 horsepower car that is good. It just doesn't exist. 1,000 horsepower is not enjoyable.
Derek lies frequently. Sorry, I don't know what else. I don't know. Maybe you're right.
This is like coming to Japan and being 7'5". You are just
Go on.
there is just too much in order to enjoy. Every time that you walk to a new room, then you're going to get bruises on your head. The 1,000 horsepower
Right.
can't be enjoyed. You have a
Yeah,
motorcycle that is the exact same problem, and you
Yeah.
complain about it.
Yeah.
Your motorcycle has 150 horsepower, which 200 horsepower. In car world, that's like 800 horsepower.
Yeah, or 180 or something. Yeah.
And it's just, at least I want something nimble and fun and enjoyable.
Yeah.
Instead of, look, my car is faster than your car, so therefore I am better than you.
Yeah. But we also are in Japan, right? There's no Autobahn. There's no high speed.
The Hennessy is an American car.
Right, but American people don't
Let's take
always
the
follow
best
the
handling
rules.
car and make it the worst handling car.
Yeah.
People asking what motorcycle you have.
Yamaha R1
And on
cross
that note,
plane engine. And we're out of time.
All right, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the show. We had a little bit of an unorthodox one this time. There was no industry news or anything. Instead, we talked about the winner. There you go, Joshua
Winner.
Johns. You can
Yes.
have cool stuff. That's going to be it for this episode. See you again next week. Bye for now.
Thank you, everyone who submitted your entries for the competition. There will be more. Good luck with the rest of your week. Hope your dishes are clean.
And
Hope
on
your
that
teeth
note,
are clean. Brush your teeth today.
Do it.
Do it. Bye.
Bye.